Min, what did your girlfriend do that made you smile like an idiot? She learned the names of every plant in my apartment. Not because she cared about plants, she actively killed every succulent she'd ever owned, but because I mentioned once that I talked to them. I'd been dating Jenna for 3 months when she stayed over for the first time. The next morning, I was making coffee when I heard her in the living room. Good morning, Fernando. Looking very green today. And you too, Mrs. Henderson. Your leaves are particularly shiny. Fernando was my rubber tree. Mrs. Henderson was the pothos. She'd remembered their names from one casual conversation weeks earlier. Don't let Carl hear you complimenting other plants, she continued, addressing my dramatic fiddle leaf fig. You know how jealous he gets. I stood frozen in the doorway, coffee mug in hand, grinning like an absolute idiot. She hadn't noticed me yet, just kept having full conversations with my plants while wearing my oversized t-shirt and mismatched socks. Robert, you're looking a bit thirsty. I'll mention it to management. Robert was the snake plant who, ironically, needed the least water but got the most attention. When she finally saw me watching, she didn't get embarrassed. She just said, Fernando agrees that you should make pancakes. But what really got me happened a month later. I came home from a brutal day at work, lost a client, got yelled at by my boss, stuck in traffic for 2 hours. I walked in to find tiny handwritten name tags on every plant pot. Not just their names, but little descriptions. Fernando, strong, silent type, enjoys morning light and jazz music. Mrs. Henderson, social butterfly, gets along with everyone, possible gossip. Carl, drama queen, requires constant validation, secretly sensitive. Robert, stoic warrior, survives on neglect and spite. But there was a new plant I didn't recognize, a small jade plant with its own tag. Kevin, the new guy, hoping to make friends, brought by someone who kills plants but is trying to learn. She'd bought her first plant in years and named him Kevin. She was sitting on the couch, misting him with a spray bottle she'd labeled Kevin's Spa Treatment, reading from a plant care book she'd obviously just bought. Did you know jade plants symbolize good luck and friendship? She asked without looking up. Kevin's going to bring us good fortune. Fernando told me so. I couldn't stop smiling. My face actually hurt from smiling. This woman who had zero interest in plants had created an entire universe around mine, complete with personalities and relationships, just because she knew they mattered to me. 6 months later, Kevin was still alive, a miracle. She'd kept a detailed journal of his care. Day 12, Kevin seems perkier, possibly flirting with Mrs. Henderson. Day 23, moved Kevin away from Carl, bad influence. Day 45, Kevin's first new leaf. Fernando is a proud uncle. The night I decided to propose, I came home to find her repotting Robert, soil everywhere, YouTube tutorial playing on her phone. Robert's graduated to a bigger home, she announced. It's a big day for the Robert family. There's a Robert family now? Oh yes, Robert, Robert Jr., and Roberta. They're a very traditional plant family. I proposed right there, dirt under her fingernails, Fernando as our witness. She said yes, then immediately asked, do the plants come to the wedding? We've been married 2 years. Our apartment looks like a greenhouse now. She became genuinely obsessed with plants after Kevin survived his first year. She still names them all, still gives them elaborate backstories. Our newest addition is a monstera named Gregory, who's apparently in witness protection. Last week, I overheard her on a work call, someone asking about the jungle in her background. Oh, those are my husband's plant friends, she said casually. Well, they're our plant friends now. We're co-parenting. But my favorite thing? Every morning, I still catch her greeting each one by name. Morning, Fernando. Morning, Mrs. Henderson. Carl, stop being dramatic. You got watered yesterday. She does it even when she thinks I'm not listening. That's what makes me smile like an idiot. Not that she learned their names to make me happy, but that somewhere along the way, she started actually caring about a bunch of plants named Fernando, Mrs. Henderson, and Carl. Kevin, by the way, is thriving. He's had 12 plant children. Jenna's named them all after members of the boy band she loved in middle school. Our living room is essentially a shrine to both plants and 90s pop culture.